Very good evening to all of you. 5 minutes has been allotted to me, so I will try to finish within 5 minutes. Basically, IT is playing a major role in healthcare. As you know that before stepping the patient in the hospital, even after stepping out of the hospital, IT is there. So IT is there driving the three-part aim of healthcare, better healthcare with the 6 domains of quality, safety, effectiveness, patient-centeredness, timeliness, efficiency, and equity. Better health, keeping patient well so they can do what they want to do. And also addressing behavioral risk factors, focus on preventive care. Reducing the cost, lowering the total cost of care while improving quality, resulting in reducing monthly expenditure for the beneficiaries. Widely role of the IT, as you can see here, front office, inventory, human resource, application, finance, patient-related issues, life sciences, clinical management, and ancillary modules. Now, mobile health system is coming very aggressively. Now, these are days, website designer and all that thing, they are focusing mobile software in the mind and developing the software as per that mobile competencies. These are the top 5 wireless applications for healthcare: scheduling of appointments, patient informations, tracking the patients, and patient records, and monitoring of the patients. This we have come up across, which we have designed. Even we have given our, I'm going to share one of few of my experience, which we have involved in the designing of software along with the expert. We have given our technical inputs, and based on our requirement, we have designed some kind of software which we are running at Rainbow Hospitals. This we have given inputs regarding centralized online telephone-based appointment system. So patient can log in on the website and they can take the appointment. The same time, the one centralized telephone desk has been fixed, because we are having a chain of hospitals. So this is very useful tool which hospital running the group of hospitals. So on a one centralized desk, anyone can call there and can take the appointment for the different locations. Meantime, you are saving the money, you are saving the manpower. When they take the appointment, one automatic system generated SMS shooting to their cell phone that your appointment has been confirmed with X doctor at that branch with so and so time. And generally, as you know, most of the time doctors are not on time. So if doctor is delaying, so one automatically SMS goes to them, due to emergency reasons, your appointment has been rescheduled, cancelled due to that time. And all these thing reports, we can deliver that to their cell phone. Delivery report comes, undelivery report also comes. Sometimes patients come and he shouts that, I have not got the SMS. So that we have a proof that this SMS has been delivered to you. Video conferencing system as a part of telemedicine, definitely it's playing a major role in medical consultation and treatment, and we are also using it, but I will say we are more using it in the continuing medical educations. If your base, your doctors, your nursing are trained, they are getting a good training, so definitely further they can provide a good quality care. We are using in the meeting, administratively, clinical meetings, training now, NABH so prominent, lot of training you require, lot of NABH accredited hospitals are facing that problem related to training, safety, infection control, and others. We can also using this tool for corporate branding, corporate health talks, like in Hyderabad, Microsoft, Google, everything is there. So our consultant, they don't go on the spot. They are not wasting half their time. Health talk has been scheduled through video conferencing. We got SMS that we are ready, consultants come and deliver the talk. Demonstration of live surgeries, complicated surgeries, over all the world. We are utilizing these services for updating our surgeons' knowledge. As I mentioned that we are having a chain of hospitals, so all our hospitals are integrated with one HMIS. And we are finding a better control financial-wise, in human resource-wise, inventory control, clinical and diagnostics. For a simple example, if we are having a 3 center in Hyderabad and Secunderabad, one patients come for the obstetric scan at one center, next time she come to the another center, everything, all reports, her every data is with us. What was the last EDD, what was the last finding, and all that thing. Communication telephone, TCOM, which we have implemented recently. All our centers are integrated with the communication telephone system. Through the intercom, you can speak to all the branches of our hospital. And all this thing call has been recorded. Ingoing and outgoing calls has been recorded. Electronic medical record department. Here, something different which we have given our inputs our software designer and we have implemented. Our process is like that, as we are running the strong academic program, DNBs, fellowships, a student frequently requires their case file for their thesis purpose and all that thing. So what is our system? We give the privilege to them that, okay, 10 case files at a one time, it has been shifted in their desktop in the hospital with the limited period, maybe one for how many days they require it. After 7 days, automatically it disappears from the system. They cannot take, no one can take the printout, no one can mail that data. So at least we are maintaining the confidentiality of the patient records. I want to emphasize here that NABH standards, a lot of hospitals are NABH accredited and going for NABH accreditations. In the third editions, one standard has came, IMS 3G. Provision is made for 24 hours availability of the patient record to healthcare providers to ensure continuity of care. How to do that? Bigger hospital can afford extra manpower. In the night time, they can deploy one extra medical record technician or some security department. But there is a chances of missing the file. So this technology, in the night time, you can give the access to your night administrator or manager on duty who can provide this access to your doctor. And after 1 hour or limited time frame, automatically that file disappears from the system. This, what IT can do, as we know, can help in reducing error in medications. CPOE can reduce medication error, and picture archiving communication system eliminates needs for films, savings, cost reductions. Improvement in diagnosis and treatment with technology help the quality of availability of care. And definitely, telemedicines are monitoring the chronic diseases. That we all know, but there are also some limitations with the IT, what IT cannot do. So barriers to adoption of technologies in healthcare, lack on investment capital, lack of interoperable health system. One equipment, if EEG machine is there, she can do only EEG. Saving basic issues of complexity of the individual system, cannot solve it, as well as IT cannot solve the cultural and political issues. Impact of IT on quality, efficiency, and cost of medical care. Definitely improving healthcare quality, improving efficiency, timeliness, accuracies, reducing cost. Initially, you may find that cost is involved more, but after few years, you will realize that you are recovering that money. I will skip that slide. I got already slip. And I finish my presentation with this note: getting information technology up and running in the healthcare is not the main objective, but improving the health is main objective. Thank you very much.